Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. We're putting together the Adams Heated Carpet Extractor, and we're going to take it for a test run. I thought I would get some footage and share that experience with you. I did have an extractor. We got rid of it to make room for some of our film equipment for PPF, paper protection film. And we really don't do interiors anyways, except for protection packages for interiors. And the prep for them is easy, really don't need an extractor. However, lately with the auction flip car project that we have going, you really need it. As you can imagine, some of the interiors with those auction vehicles are absolutely trashed. Some of the extractor's features, made right here in the USA with an easy dirty water tank or reservoir removal, 3-gallon tank capacity, 55 psi pump, stage 2, 804 watt motor, 78-inch lift, 4-inch clear plastic upholstery wand or hand tool, 16-foot hose, and 600 watt heater for the solution to get to somewhere around 200 degrees or so. Simply twist the butterfly key just above the switches and turn and pull, and you can get the top reservoir detached from the unit itself. Lift the back up first and then pull the knob or the insert away from the inside of the reservoir opening where I'm pouring water into here, and you can easily pull it away. I'm going to put about a quart or so, maybe a little bit more in there just to start, because we have to flush out some antifreeze liquid or solution that's in the unit, put in there for shipping purposes. This is a collaboration with Adams Polishes and Sandia, made right here in the States, and it holds up to 3 gallons of water or water and solution mix, and again can spike up those temperatures with an internal heater up to roughly 200 degrees. Okay, we now have the reservoir, the catch reservoir, safely attached to the top of the unit. We have it plugged in. It's time to attach the quick disconnect to the bottom of the tank, and then also the vacuum line to the reservoir. That'll be pulling water back up into the catch reservoir, that dirty water from the interior carpeting or seats. We can also attach the quick disconnect to the nozzle or the handle, and then also the vac line. We now want to switch on the pump. In the middle we have the heater switch, and to the left we have the motor that will actually pull, that'll turn the vacuum on to pull some of that moisture back up into the catch unit. What we want to do now is just simply, we don't need the vac motor on, we just need the pump on, so we can extract or get rid of the shipping antifreeze solution that is within the unit. It's in the pump and it's in the lines, and it has to be flushed out. You will definitely hear the motor under stress when there's no water left in the tank. Then it's time to refill. Do not run it that way. Shut it down until you can refill it. So now it's time to get the reservoir tank back off of the unit so we can fill the actual mixture tank, the chemical tank. You can do a mixture of water and chemicals, or just straight up warm water. We use warm water in there so it doesn't take quite as long for the heating element to get it up to temperature. You can simply fill the reservoir tank and then dump that in there, then you know how much it will take to fill it. Or you can fill it up to 4 inches from the top of the holding tank. We're just going to mess around with it today, so we're going to use our Zep breakaway carpet cleaner, a few ounces, and we'll dump it in with the warm water. And we have a little bit of our Matrix tannin stain remover, so we'll dump the rest of that in there as well. That will be our cleaning extractor carpet cleaner mix. All right, very good. We can attach the reservoir once again. We can fire it up. We can get that heater element going. Let it go for a couple minutes as you prepare the interior. Maybe do your vac, or start taking out the mats or moving the seats around so you can get to them easily to extract them and clean them. Then when you're ready to go, flip the switch for the pump, flip the switch for the vac motor, and you're good to go. We're going to pre-treat the seats. You don't have to do that. If the seats are absolutely hammered and heavily soiled, pre-treat them. We have a foam. We'll spray a little bit of the foam on top, maybe agitate a little bit, and that will start to emulsify and break down some of that crud, and maybe it'll release it from the fabric and go back up into the extractor as planned. Maybe not. Sometimes it takes a few passes. Sometimes it takes a little bit of elbow grease if you're going to use a brush by hand, or if you have the drill brushes, or anything that can assist you with cleaning some of these hammered, nasty seats, especially in cars that have been traded in, auction cars, and sometimes customers' cars. Approaching a year, probably more by now. We used to have the Cobra H, which was a dual motor heated extractor, and that one ran a little over $2,000. This one here from Adams you can pick up for $1,100 or $1,200 depending on where you look. Let's take a look at the warranty for this particular unit. Lifetime warranty on the molded components, 2-year warranty on the vacuum and pump, 1 year on all electrical components, 90 days on the tools and accessories. With that clear plastic attachment, you can see the unit in action, drawing that cruddy water back up into the holding reservoir. We'll put it through much tougher tasks than we have today, just playing around with it, and I'll try and get as much footage as I can. Things to keep an eye on when it comes to durability: that's going to be the heating element, that's going to be the vacuum motor, it's also going to be the pump, and then we'll keep an eye on molded parts as well, and accessories. All right, here is the passenger side seat. The driver's side seat was almost as bad. It needs some touch-up work. Some of the areas it's just tough to get that nozzle in there, and some other areas need a little bit more agitation with something a little bit more aggressive, maybe a stiff brush or a drill brush, and then follow up with the extractor one more time. Now, something to keep in mind. I've always thought the extractor oversaturates the material, the carpet, and the seats. So get a follow up with a vac that has a strong pull, strong motor, and get as much moisture up as you can. Let it dry with the windows open in the shop or outside if it's a nice day overnight, and let Mother Nature draw out as much of that moisture as you can. Speaking of moisture, let's pull off the vacuum hose, detach the holding unit or the draw reservoir, dump it into a clear container, and see what it looks like. Well, there's your morning Frappuccino. Cheers. Actually, that's not too bad. We're going to put it through its paces here soon and see if we can get some real dark chocolate looking water from the extractor reservoir. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. I'll put a link down below if you want to look into it further, or maybe similar units. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. This has been Brian from Apex Detail. I'll catch you in the next video.